Welcome back viewers. In today's video we are going to check out the Xubuntu LTS. So we have installed Xubuntu LTS 22.04 as a virtual machine, and we are going to do a review of the Xubuntu in this video. So I have installed Xubuntu desktop with encrypted ZFS. There is a ESP and there is a swap partition. So I have also done the encryption. So the encrypted ZFS requires the encryption password to be input so that the disk can be encrypted and the booting can further go ahead. So we have to input the password. I have already saved the password in my notepad. So now I am going to input the password, and you can see the key store repool is getting checked for the correct password. So this is the first time after the installation, so it will take some time to boot up because the first time this encrypt setup will start up with the correct key. So you have to be some more patient than with any other Linux desktop without the encryption, because the encryption puts a load on the system and it takes up more time to boot up. At least for the first time it will take quite long, but later on when you regularly use it, the wait times will reduce. You can see it here. And there is also a facility of recovery key. Suppose if you lose the password, then there is a recovery key you can use to log in back to your system so that you don't get locked out of the system. I will just show you when the desktop comes up, because I have saved the this recovery key on the desktop. So I will show you the recovery key also, where you can store it in any folder, but I have saved it on the desktop so to easily show you the recovery key. So now this is the greeter screen of the Xubuntu. You can see here there is a plain vanilla XFC session and there is a Xubuntu session. So you can choose between any of them. And this is the language chooser. You can see here this 4 file languages versions of English have been installed. So this is the international English, Australian English, Canadian English, British English, and the American English. And you have got the accessibility features, large text, high contrast, and the on-screen keyboard. And the calendar is there and the power menu is there. And here in the center you have got the user. You can also configure multiple users just like in any other Linux distribution, and you have to input your password to get logged in. This is also taking quite a bit to boot up. Yes, now the resolution scaling is not properly done automatically. We'll have to scale up the resolution. Yes. So we will go in settings. There is monitor. Okay, so incomplete language support is there. Run this action. So it will install the language support files. So meanwhile we can install this, not an issue, because it won't take much long. So we'll have to input the password. So now we can go ahead and do the resolution scaling. So this is perfect now. We will close this. Okay, so the language support is getting installed. Once it is complete, we can go ahead with the, I think it will take some more time. Better is to start with the review itself. So you can see here in this Xubuntu XFC desktop, there is no bottom dock. Bottom dock is not used, and you can uh, drag the top panel to the bottom. So that is possible to make it just like a regular desktop, like the one that you see in Windows. So if you are not comfortable with the top panel, you can drag it down to the bottom. So now let us start. So first is this application menu on the left side. Then you have got the language support. The software updater is there. You can see it here. So there are some updates available. You can install or you may skip the updates. You can see here the list of the updates that are available. So there is a security update to display. The LibreOffice suite gets an update. You can see here some terminal type definitions. GCC Precision Math Library gets update. Python 3 platform gets an update. LibreOffice Uno runtime environment gets an update. So majorly it is for the LibreOffice updates are there. Then there is OpenZFS event daemon. So we have installed the ZFS file system. So this is an important security update for the OpenZFS file system. And there are some other updates for the system. So these are the updates for the system, and this is the update for the Ubuntu base. So these are the updates for the Ubuntu base. So you can just go through it. I will not install it. Let us not do the installation. Let this files language support install, and then we will just forget it. Now you can see it here. This is the network manager. So this is how the network manager looks, and all the typical network management functions are available. This is the notification area with the clear log, notification settings, and the DND option. This is the power menu. So you can toggle the presentation mode, do some more power settings. This is the volume control. So here you can control the two players that are pre-installed. The audio mixer link is there. The simple volume slider is there, and the microphone volume slider is there, and the toggle is also there to switch on and off. And this is the XFC calendar. So this desktop is very, you can say, clean, and it is not with too much decorations or any extra softwares are not there. It is just the minimal or the base installation with just some tweaks to the looks and tweaks to the functionality as per the Ubuntu base they have added. So now let us check out the different softwares that are available. So you have got the Catfish file search, character map, clipboard manager is there, Ngram archive manager, file manager, fonts, Mate calculator is given here in the XFC desktop, mousepad is there, notes onboard keyboard is there, screenshot, terminal emulator, except one. In games section, let us check out 3 games are there, Mines is there, SGT puzzles collection, Sudoku is there. In graphics section, the document scanner is there, GIMP is there, LibreOffice Draw, Risreto, image viewer. In internet section, you got the Firefox web browser, HexChat, Thunderbird, and the transmission BitTorrent downloader is there. In multimedia section, you got payroll media player, Rhythm Box is there for your audio files, and Accept Burn is there. So it is a CD DVD burning application. Complete LibreOffice suite is there along with dictionary and the Attil document viewer. And this is the settings. So here you can see the different settings are there. So it consists of mainly the XFC settings, different parts of the XFC settings. In system, you have got the bulk rename, disk usage analyzer, Gigolo is there. So it is a simple front end to connect with the remote file systems or the cloud system. Synaptic Package Manager is there, Task Manager is there, Thunar File Manager is there, and the XFCE terminal is there. So I think the language support is still getting installed. So what we can do is we can just continue. Let us go over to the system. Let us check out the Task Manager. We can minimize this. Yes. So here in the Task Manager, you can see up to 11% or 13. Yes, so it is CPU usage is increasing because this installation is going on. Okay. So now the CPU usage should come down. No, it is still going on. So let it work. But typically the CPU usage will be less than 5% in most of the use cases. So we'll have to just a moment. Yes. And the processes 405 processes are there. 3 GB up to 3 GB RAM usage is there since the installation is going on in the background, and swap usage is 0. And you can see here the different system processes that are running. Okay, so now we will close this. Let us go to the disk usage analyzer. So you can see here 13.9 GB is available out of the 18.7 GB. So this is a middleweight installation, not very heavy and not very light, and it will perfectly suit the usage in tablets. So if you've got older Windows or Android tablets that are now working very slow, or the updates have stopped to those tablets, you can install Xubuntu in the tablet. It will work perfectly fine. You can do your emails, you can do your web browsing, you can listen to music, you can even do you can say light video editing also is possible in the tablet. It is very light. So if you do say 40-50 MB of file, you do the video editing, it is going to take a long time for the encryption of the video file in some format, but it is workable. You can keep it, you can use it for some light even video task also, video edition task, you can do that. I have used this Xubuntu for 2 years on one of my tablets with just 2 GB of RAM. I could even do some light video editing, surfing on your Facebook, all social media sites, Twitter, Facebook, Telegram was there. Everything you can do it using the Xubuntu. So it's very good system, and best of thing is it is very stable and the updates do come regularly. So you get security updates, and at least for 5 years you are getting support from the Xubuntu LTS installation. So the Ubuntu team and the Xubuntu team will cover you up for 5 years at least. So you can get the best utilization from your tablet. So I prefer to use Xubuntu on a older tablet or very old machine. So if you've got 10-15 year even old system desktop, you can use Xubuntu. It will work perfectly, and you will not have to throw it in the dustbin. You can use it at least for 2-3 years. Your system will be okay and usable. So that extends the life of your system. Now let us see. Yes, the Synaptic Package Manager is there. So Synaptic Package Manager can be used to search and install packages. It is a okay. So I think the updates are going on, that's why it is not opening up. So we will go and check some other things. The additional drivers are there. So here you can install any additional drivers like graphics cards, sound cards using the other drivers, softwares and updates application. So here you can select the different repos. You can also select the source code for download. You can change the server for the downloads. So it is very typical software for Ubuntu and Debian. And here you can subscribe to the different updates. You can automatically check, or you can do a manual updation for how to handle the updates. Everything you can do it from here, and notify a new Ubuntu version. So you can specify any new version or only the LTS versions, or you need not even upgrade. You can keep your system as it is, because minimum 5 years is there, so you can forget the upgradation for 5 years, and later on there is a extended ESR support also. So another 5 years ESR support can be done using the Ubuntu Pro. So you need not just worry about any upgrade. Your system will continue to work perfectly. And there is also option of live patch. So if you register yourself with the Ubuntu Pro, and then you can start this live patch. So live patch will do the critical security updates to your system and keep it healthy. And these are some developer options, and this is the additional drivers for your sound cards and video cards. Let me check. So most of the things are very typical. Nothing is there that we have not seen earlier. So I'm just searching for anything that is unique to this Linux distribution, that is Xubuntu. Let us check out the appearance section. Yes, so here you can see there are, I think, 6 tiles are there to choose from. Graybird is the default. You can also go with Advaita. So here on changing, you can see here there is a change in the icons and the window decorations using this style, Advaita dark. So this is a dark style. You can see it here. Graybird we have seen. Graybird dark is now selected. This is how it looks. High contrast. So this is more for the differentially abled or people with eyesight problems. So you can have a higher contrast to read the things. Then Numix is there. So Numix is very good thing. I personally prefer Numix. You can see it here. Looks very fresh and bright without unnecessary distraction. Because man, what happens is if your theme is fresh and bright, then it can interfere with your work. So that is not the case here. And these are some icons. You have got the elementary dark, XFC dark, elementary XFC, Advaita, elementary dark, darkest XFC, high contrast. Font selection is there. So the Noto series and the monospace regular are the default font families. Then if we check out some other things, text chat is there. Okay, so nothing out of the place things are not there, nor there is some any unique application that we have not seen earlier. Everything is very pretty standard. Only I think this in the game section, what is this? We will terminate this. Yes, in the game section, the SGT puzzles collection is there. What is that? Let us check out. Yes, you can see it here. The different puzzles are there. You can start up any one of the puzzles and play it. So collection of puzzles is there. So it is interesting. It is not found in any other Linux distribution. I am finding it here only. So I am always try to do and find some unique things about this Linux distribution is desktop, because rest of the things are very pretty similar. So only few things differ distro to distro. So here also everything you can see it is all common. Okay, so this is mugshot, that is the system administrator and utility. So you can administer the users here from here. Software updater is also there. Settings editor. Okay. GDisk is also given. So if you want, you can go and check out the GDisk also. Let us check out the desktop. So there are some wallpapers. You can change the wallpapers. You can see it here. So the language support has been installed, and now you can check out all the wallpapers. So it looks very nice. This wallpaper is fantastic. So they have good collection of wallpapers, I think. Very nice. All wallpapers are nice to use. And these are the Xubuntu wallpapers made specifically for the Xubuntu distribution. Looks very nice. This is also very soothing and nice to look at. All wallpapers look very nice. This one is also very nice. There are too many wallpapers, in fact. Okay, so we have checked out the wallpapers. All look very nice. We can keep one wallpaper. I think I will keep this. This one is looking nice. So yes, and this software store is there. So this is, I think, Gnome software store or what? Let us check out. Yes, I think this is Gnome software store they have added here. You can also tweak the workspaces. You can have more than one workspace to choose from. Where is the workspace chooser? Add new items. Let us check out. Yes, workspace feature is not there. So we will add it to the desktop. We will keep this here. Yes, this is better. So there are many items can be added to the panel at the top. You can see here the list is there. We have just added the workspace feature. It's very easy to manage the panel. Okay, so this software catalog is getting downloaded. We will check out other things meanwhile. Uh, Let us check out the Thunar file manager. 4.16 is there. So it is one release back. So right now 4.18 is the current stable release, and this is 4.16. So I think in next year, that is to 2024, you will get 4.18, because the Ubuntu LTS is 2-year cycle. So we will have to wait for the next year to get the 4.18 goodies in the Ubuntu. Or else, if you want to check out the latest XFC, you will have to change over to the rolling release of Ubuntu or Xubuntu. So you will get the latest features there, not here. You will have to wait, I think, up to April or May next year to get the 4.18 XFCE edition. Yes, so now catalog selection is almost getting over. So this is how it looks, the Thunar file manager. You can see the devices here. The typical user folders are available here, and you can also browse through the network. You can add this system to the Windows directory, and you can uh, search through the network file systems, other nodes also on the network. So it's taking a bit of time for the software catalog updation. We just wait for the catalog to get downloaded and installed. Yes, and one thing, yes, we have to check where is the recovery key. I had installed it on the desktop. I don't find the recovery key here. Let us search. No. Where has the recovery key gone? Because I had saved it to the home Xubuntu recovery key. So let me check. There is no folder. Let me check. Home. Am is there. Where is Xubuntu? So Xubuntu folder is not found. Where is the Xubuntu folder? It should have been here, somewhere here, but that folder is not there. But anyway, you should give the path to the location where you want to save the recovery key. You can store the recovery key in some USB drive for safekeeping, and whenever your system has an issue, you can use that recovery key to boot up the system. It should have been there, but maybe there is some issue, or maybe I did some mistake and the path was not correctly given. Maybe there is, or maybe it is hidden. We will have to unhide or make the hidden folders accessible or visible. Then maybe it is there, but it is right now hidden. The Xubuntu folder must be there. So for that, you will have to do the necessary changes to the permissions the user has got, and then only you will be able to access the hidden Xubuntu folder in the home directory where you have saved the recovery key. So what you can do is you can save the recovery key to one of your folders, user folders. For example, SAM, you can download it and save it to, say, you can save it to the documents. So the documents folder is always accessible to the user, and you will be able to access the recovery key. Else, if the folder is hidden, then you will have to do the changes to the permissions to check out the recovery key, and you can then download it and save it to some USB key or some other safe location, and you can use it whenever your system has trouble booting up. Yes, so this is but nothing but the Gnome store they have provided here. You can see it here. We'll just check out the software. So it is Gnome 41.5 software store, and all the software is available here. So you can use either the Gnome store to install the software, or you can use the Synaptic Package Manager. So whatever you are comfortable with. And I think it will also have the snaps as the default package selection. So any software you will select, it will install by default as a snap, but you can also install the Flatpak and install all your softwares as a Flatpak. So those option is available. And with this, I will stop the video here and see you in the next video.